They thought your silence would be temporary, a game, a moment of weakness that would eventually break you. They assumed you would check their social media wonder about their life and eventually cave in with a message, a sign of regret or an attempt to reconnect. They believed that by ignoring you, they could keep you emotionally tethered, making you restless, desperate for clothing and craving their validation. But what they never expected was for you to do something far more ruthless. Instead of waiting in silence, instead of lingering in the shadows of their world, you executed the ultimate power move. You disappeared, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. No subtle reactions, no indirect messages, no lurking presence to them. It was as if you had ceased to exist entirely, and that's what shattered them. You see, people don't fear silence. Silence still leaves room for curiosity, for the possibility that one day you'll return. But what terrifies them, what truly shakes them to their core, is erasure, the realization that they are no longer a part of your reality, that their existence has lost all meaning in your world. It's not that you went quiet, it's that you became untouchable. This isn't just detachment. It's something much more powerful. It's emotional liberation. It's removing them from the throne they thought they held in your mind. And when someone who once believed they had control over your emotions suddenly realizes they hold no weight in your life anymore, it forces them to question their own worth. Welcome back to Mindful Stoicism. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll master the most brutal Stoic move that will leave them spiraling in your absence. The common mistake thinking, silence is enough. Many believe that simply going silent is the ultimate power move, that if you stop talking, responding, or engaging, the other person will eventually feel your absence and come chasing after you. They assume that ignoring someone is enough to create longing, to make them miss you, and to shift the power dynamic in their favor. But here's the harsh truth. Silence alone is weak. Why? Because silence still leaves room for expectation. It still leaves a door open. Even if just a crack, when you go silent, the other person might assume you're just upset, waiting or playing hard to get. They might believe that if they wait long enough or apply just the right pressure, you'll eventually break and come running back. Your silence in their eyes is just a temporary pause, not a real consequence. This is where most people think. They think that by cutting off communication, they are taking control. But true power doesn't come from just going silent. It comes from completely removing yourself from their emotional world. That means not just refusing to talk, but refusing to be affected. No social media stalking, no indirect posts, no passive aggress. I've signals nothing when you simply go silent. They still have hope, but when you truly erase yourself from their reality, when they realize you're not just ignoring them, but have mentally and emotionally moved beyond them, that's when the real panic sets in, because silence can be temporary, but true absence is permanent. If you truly want to break the cycle and regain control, you must go beyond silence. You must become indifferent. And once you master that, you'll understand what real power feels like, why this works, the power of psychological absence. The human mind is wired to seek validation. We crave acknowledgement, recognition, and proof that we matter when someone ignores us but remains emotionally attached. We can still feel their presence. We sense their frustration, their longing, or their attempts to appear unaffected. This means there's still a connection, an invisible thread tying them to us. But when you master psychological absence, you sever that thread completely. You don't just go silent. You erase yourself from their emotional world. No glances at their social media, no indirect messages, no mutual friends reporting back. You don't even give them the satisfaction of knowing you still think about them. This is why it works so powerfully. People don't panic when they're ignored. They panic when they become irrelevant. When someone expects you to care and you don't, it forces them to confront the uncomfortable truth. They no longer hold any power over you. This realization is unsettling because it goes against human nature. We want to believe we have an impact on others. When that illusion is shattered, it creates an emotional void. One they are desperate to fill. And here's the twist. That void isn't in you. It's in them. They start questioning themselves, doubting their worth, and replaying moments to understand where they lost their grip. Your absence becomes louder than any words you could have spoken, stronger than any reaction you could have given. This is psychological detachment at its finest. It's not about playing mind games. It's about reclaiming your power. Because when you reach a point where their existence no longer affects you, you become truly untouchable. And that is the most ruthless Stoic move you can make. How to apply this ruthless Stoic move. It's one thing to understand this concept, but the real challenge lies in execution. Walking away isn't enough. You must vanish completely, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. This is how you apply the most ruthless Stoic move that will leave them questioning everything on indifference, is your weapon. Most people mistake silence for strength. But if you're still checking their social media, reminiscing about the past, or secretly hoping they notice your absence, then you haven't truly detached. Indifference is the key. You don't react. You don't care. And most importantly, you don't fake it. You genuinely stop thinking about them to as a presence in your life. When they realize they no longer have an emotional grip on you, it's their turn to feel powerless. 2. Rebuild without looking back. The biggest missed mistake people make after cutting someone off is staying stagnant. If you remain the same, they will assume you're just waiting for an opportunity to return instead. Focus all your energy on self-improvement. Evolve into a version of yourself that is stronger, more successful, and completely indifferent to their existence. When they do look back, they should see someone unrecognizable, someone through thriving without them. That's when regret kicks in. 3. No emotional residue. If they reach out, give them nothing. No anger, no closure, no emotional response. Just a void. They will expect bitterness, longing, or resentment. But when they get absolute nothingness, it leaves them haunted. Your absence becomes louder than any words you could ever say. Mastering this ruthless Stoic move isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming your power when you disappear emotionally and mentally. They are the ones left struggling to move on. Stoicism isn't about silence, it's about control. And the ultimate control is knowing when something no longer serves your growth. This is the most ruthless Stoic move. Not silence, but erasure. Because when you truly disappear from their emotional world, they are left with only one thing: the realization that they never had power over you in the first place. If you found value in this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mindful Stoicism insights. Stay strong, stay mindful, and never let them think they still matter.